on this one, man.
Friday, March 12th. Welcome back, guys. RealTalkT.V. We're gonna get into it today, man. Basically, I think Cassanova 2 times is a perfect example for today's conversation. The brother, spent most of his life trying to be accepted when he was younger, you know what I'm saying? Even though his family was good, you know what I'm saying? Like, he lived on a block where shit was shaking, but he had a good home life. He had a good family. He had a big house, you know what I mean? He had his mom's, like, really supporting him. But to be accepted, he felt like he had to go into them streets. Now, I can understand what he did when he was younger, trying to be accepted and going out and doing, whatever he was doing, robberies, juxes, whatever. But at the end of the day, the position that he's in right now is like almost ridiculous. Not only is it ridiculous, but it's senseless. You know what I'm saying? Like, you served 7 years for a robbery, so you know what it's like on the other side of that wall. You know what it's like not getting no visits. You know what it's like turning into an animal because you feel like you're forgotten and left, and the only thing around you is survival mode. Like, he knows this, and a lot of y'all know it too, and still go out there and do the same fuck shit and end up in jail. And the funny thing is, everything that we do out here in these streets, for money, for clout, for the girls, for whatever it is, once you get to prison, ain't none of that. Ain't no more girls, ain't no more fucking money, ain't no more none of that shit, bruh. And for this brother, Cassanova 2 times, to make it home, beat the odds, get to the bag, and then dig himself even deeper. Like, I don't know what the brother was thinking. Maybe he thought he was untouchable. Maybe he thought the little shit that he was doing, you know what I mean, he was distancing himself enough from the situation that he felt like he didn't have to worry about it. But that's not how they play, bro. That's not how the game works. If they can't fucking get you, then they're gonna get everybody around you. They're gonna touch the ones closest to you and try to drag you in. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of situations, man, where the police can't do too much about a lot of shit. So what they do is they sit back and they watch and they collect information and they collect names and numbers, and then they start pulling the weak ones out and getting little bits of information out of them, getting them to talk, getting them to, you know what I mean, give them information. So no matter how padded you are, no matter how distanced you are from the situation, they got ways around all that shit. That's why they made the Rico law. For guys that, think they slick and distance themselves from the shit. Not no more. So now the brother's bagged on a Rico case, a whole bunch of charges, shit keep popping up. And it's kind of, I didn't want to make no videos about this brother because it's an open case, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really want to speak on his case, and I'm not going to speak on his case. But the situation itself, man, come on, man. All the shit that we're out here chasing, all the shit you stack up, 9 times out of 10, you either spending it on bail money or commissary at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And then what? You go to prison and you lose everything. So now, this brother who touched the bag made it out. Like, now he's back in the penitentiary. And he's wishing he had all the things that he left behind. I don't give a fuck how tough you are, what your social media look like. At the end of the day, when you're sitting in that fucking cage and you realize you had your hands on the fucking bag and let it go, and that shit'll fuck with the strongest mind, man. The same shit happened to me on a lower scale. You understand what I'm saying? I was in the streets my whole life surviving, getting it out the mud. And in my last lick, I came up. But you know what? I was too ignorant, too young, and too fucking dumb to know what the fuck to do with the money. So in under a year, I had made over 100 grand in cash. And that's just for what they bagged me for. That ain't all the shit I was doing on the sides. And you know what? When I went to jail, none of that shit mattered. I made over $100,000 in a year. And you know what my bail was? Over $200,000 cash. Not no 10%, not no bail reduction, not no bail, nothing. $200,000 cash. For me. Who the fuck am I? You understand? It don't matter who you are. They don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, they're going to take it all anyway. Now this brother sitting up on the island and shit. Reminiscing about that song, The Jail Call. I'm only an hour away. Niggas ain't visit me yet. I did 7 years without a visit. My first 7 years. Not a visit, not one visit. You know, it's funny, man. Brother was gonna do intros for me, right? Matter of fact, King Ruck. Hood Stories with King Ruck, man. Check out his channel. But the brother was gonna do some intros for me, right? And he starts asking for pictures. I'm thinking to myself, bro, I don't got no pictures. I spent the last 10 years of my life in the penitentiary. I wasn't taking no pictures down there. I got a few from the halfway back when I hit the halfway back, but like at the end of the day, like I wasn't flicking it up. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was coming to see me. It's crazy, man. It's crazy because you lose everything. You put in all this fucking work out here just to go to the penitentiary and lose it all. And everything that you thought counted don't count no more. Like I said, man, I didn't want to speak on Cassanova's case. But you could definitely take a look at the big picture and figure it out for yourself. Like, what hope is there, man? If that's the only options we give ourselves. Trust me, the penitentiary got room for all of us. And they keep making more every day. As big as New Jersey is, or small I should say as New Jersey is, New Jersey has 12 fucking prison facilities. You know what I'm saying? From medium to max. Including the girls. 12. Like, this state is built to incarcerate people. This state is built off of that blood, sweat, and tears, or off of your back. You understand? 12 fucking prisons, bro. I don't think y'all understand, man. This shit is not designed for us to win. This shit is designed for us to end up dead or in jail. I don't even care. They say, you know, there's 3 ways out of the game. You know, hospitals, institutions of death, or whatever. To me, it's only death or jail. You know what I mean? Because once you made it to the hospitals and shit like that, that means they broke you. Your mind's already so fucked up that they don't even know what to do with you no more. I don't know, man. I want to keep these videos coming every day, and I'm gonna start throwing war stories at y'all to keep you entertained and shit like that. But at the end of the day, man, like, see the shit for what it is, for real. Real Talk TV, man. Your boy Tones, aka Twin, aka my brother's keeper. You know the shit.